but also in a lot of bad decisions that are being made for the benefit of lobbyists and special interests.
You know, Mr. Trump, if I may just say, let me follow up on this. You had talked a little bit about Marco Rubio. I think you called him Mark Zuckerberg's personal senator because he was in favor of the H-1B.
I never said that. I never said
that. So
that.
this was an erroneous article the whole way around?
Got another gentleman in Florida who happens to be a very nice guy, but not...
My apologies. I'm sorry.
Everybody's really doing some bad facts.
I've been mentioned. Can I respond?
Yes, you
okay. Now, the Democrats have the ultimate super PAC. It's called the mainstream media. So every single day... And I'll tell you why. Last week, Hillary Clinton went before a committee. She admitted she had sent emails to her family saying, hey, this attack in Benghazi was caused by al-Qaeda-like elements. She spent over a week telling the families of those victims and the American people that it was because of a video. And yet the mainstream media is going around saying it was the greatest week in Hillary Clinton's campaign. It was the week she got exposed as a liar. It was the week that she got exposed. She has her super PAC helping her out, the American mainstream media.
Senator Rubio, thank you very much. I'd like to introduce my colleague, Rick Santelli. He has some comments as well. Sir.
Senator Cruz, let's focus on our central bank, the Federal Reserve. You've been a fierce critic of the Fed, arguing for more transparency. Where do you want to take that? Do you want to get Congress involved in monetary policy, or is it time to slap the Fed back and downsize them completely? What are your thoughts? What do you believe?
Well, Rick, it's a very important question. I've got deep concerns about the Fed. The first thing I think we need to do is audit the Fed. And I am an original co-sponsor of Ron Paul's Audit the Fed legislation. The second thing we need to do is I think we need to bring together a bipartisan commission to look at getting back to rules-based monetary policy, end this star chamber that has been engaging in this incredible experiment of quantitative easing, QE1, QE2, QE3, QE infinity. And the people who are being impacted, a question that was asked earlier, Becky asked, was about working women. It's interesting. You look at on Wall Street, the Fed is doing great. It's driving up stock prices. Wall Street's doing great. Today the top 1% earn a higher share of our income than any year since 1928. But if you look at working men and women, if you look at a single mom buying groceries, she sees hamburger prices have gone up nearly 40%. She sees her cost of electricity going up. She sees her health insurance going up, and loose money is one of the major problems. We need sound money, and I think the Fed should get out of the business of trying to juice our economy and simply be focused on sound money and monetary stability, ideally tied to gold.
Senator Paul, the same question to you.
Well, thank you very much. I'd like to thank Ted for co-sponsoring my bill, Audit the Fed. And I think it's precisely because of the arrogance of someone like Ben Bernanke, who now calls us all know-nothings. That's precisely why we need Audit the Fed. I think it is really very much a huge problem that an organization as powerful as the Fed comes and lobbies against them being audited on the Hill. I would prevent them from lobbying Congress. I don't think the Fed should be involved with lobbying us. I think we should examine how the Fed has really been part of the problem. You want to study income inequality? Let's bring the Fed forward and talk about Fed policy and how it causes income inequality. Let's also bring the Fed forward and have them explain how they caused the housing boom and the crisis and what they've done to make us better or worse. I think the Fed has been a great problem in our society. What you need to do is free up interest rates. Interest rates are the price of money, and we shouldn't have price controls on the price of money.
Thank you, Senator. Dr. Carson, you told the Des Moines Register that you don't like government subsidies.